Or fun fact, guys, have you heard of the word tortilla? Well, let me tell you something. Tortilla in Spain is not tortilla elsewhere. Actually, tortilla in Mexico and other countries of Latin America is basically a chapati or a bread sort of a thing which is made from flour. However, tortilla in Spain is made from potato and eggs. It's mashed together and it's this thick, sort of a food. So they are different. And the next time if you're in Spain or Mexico or any other Latin country, see how tortilla is called there and what exactly it is. I hope you like the fun fact. Stay in
Hi,
tune.
beautiful folks. How are you? Welcome to the class. Today, we're going to learn imperfect continuous for verbs ending with ir. Well, it sounds a bit technical, but the overall objective of the class is to be able to say things like I was doing something, you were doing something, he or she was doing something, we were doing something, you guys were doing something, and they were doing something. Also, folks, talking about past, there are two kinds of past. One is imperfect and the other is preterite, right? So the difference is that imperfect is used when you are talking about a situation in the past which is incomplete in itself, and it could have continued or it can be continued. So that's when you use imperfect. However, you use preterite when you are talking about a situation or action in past which is complete in itself and you're just describing it, right? So let's continue, folks. The example verb that we're going to take today is vivir, which means to live. But this concept is valid for all the verbs in Spanish which end with ir and are regular. And regular verbs are those verbs which have a standard approach of getting conjugated. So, folks, first of all, let's see the imperfect conjugation of estar. In our favorite table, first person, second person, third person, singular, plural. Estaba means I was. Estabas means you were. Estaba means he or she was. Estábamos means we were. Estabais means you guys were. Estaban means they were. And folks, you would have already realized that estaba and estaba are same in first person and third person, but that's how the language is and we have to respect it. But you will understand the difference based on the context. So now let's see, folks, how the result looks like when you combine each of these words with the word formed by replacing ir with iendo in vivir. So the first one is estaba viviendo, I was living. Estabas viviendo, you were living. Estaba viviendo, he or she was living. Estábamos viviendo, we were living. Estabais viviendo, you guys were living. And in the end, estaban viviendo, they were living. Well, folks, that was about the session today. I hope you learned and enjoyed something beautiful. And now you can talk about imperfect continuous or, continuous in your past, specifically imperfect. If you wish to continue learning from me, please subscribe to my channel. Till next session, take care, goodbye, chao, chao. Bueno, estudiantes, ya saben una cosa más que es muy preciosa, es hablar de las cosas en pasado. Bueno, muchas gracias por su paciencia. Hasta luego, chao, chao.